Hey, Brett, man, I'd just like to thank you for letting me play with the big boys and girls. That's quite a couple of impressive presentations. Really good to have strong competition. They make us all better, right? So terrific to be here with you. I'd like to talk to you today how we're going to help you fight for your business. We'd like to fight for our business as well, but we're here to help you. So a little bit of background, because AMVAC's probably not the household name that some of the other companies that are on this program are, but we were founded in 1969. We're fixing to celebrate our 50th anniversary next week. Pretty excited about that. We're publicly traded under our parent company, American Vanguard, under the ticker symbol AVD. We're a fully integrated operation. Well, what does that mean? That means everything that BASF and Corteva just told you. We have that, just a lot less of it, right? So we're doing research and development on a small scale, formulations development, regulatory, marketing, sales. We have 4 US-based manufacturing plants, and as you see the China syndrome evolve, man, I'm glad we have that cement and steel in the ground, because that allows us to keep you supplied in a proper fashion. And we have about 40 active ingredients and growing. And our active ingredients tend to be like that closet as you come into your, that mudroom as you come in your house, that good pair of boots, that pair of overalls that you've used for years, that shirt that you wear when it's a little chilly outside. But we're working on that. American Vanguard is the partner. AMVAC is our leading subsidiary under the American Vanguard brand. We're about 60% of the corporation's sales. And within AMVAC, the majority of that, about 60% of that, is in the US. We're expanding rapidly internationally. We're doing that mostly through acquisitions. These are some of the subsidiaries that we've recently acquired. AgriCenter is our company in Latin America. We operate out of Costa Rica in 7 countries in Latin America, providing everything that those specialty crop farmers need for those crops. AEP, AMVAC Environmental Products, is our non-crop specialty business, turf, vector control, mosquitoes, where we're the #1 position for aerial applied adulticides, herbicides to golf courses, and we work a lot with superintendents. And Vance and Tyratech are 2 really neat companies that we've acquired. Tyratech has a bunch of chemistry that came out of cancer research. And it's soft green chemistry, and that goes into a lot of consumer products that you'll see in the big box stores. And we just recently acquired the remaining shares of Tyratech, and we're going to be merging that into Advance. Cool company. We just did a deal with SC Johnson, where we're going to be supplying them with products for their over-the-counter brands. OHP, we purchased about 1.5 years ago, and depending upon the year, #1, #2 position in the greenhouse and nursery market. And then our most recent acquisition is Defensive Agrivent, a company in Brazil. So we've got pinpoints now in Canada, in Brazil, in Latin America, Australia, and Europe. And you know, the neat thing is that because of these companies that we now own, we're able to start to look at synergies of how we can bring in technology from different segments, adjacent spaces of the industry, and apply it to ag. So every company, my competitors, I'm assuming as well, we like to describe ourselves and think of ourselves as, how do we play in the industry? And you know, I think of BASF and Corteva and the others that was speaking today as, you know, the big strong army coming at you full force with all muscle. We tend to describe ourselves within AMVAC as street fighters. So I'd like to let you know that in an era of consolidation in this industry, and as a smaller player, we get what you're going through as an independent and what you have to do for fight for your business.
I am AMVAC Chemical, and I see a whole army of fine retailers here in defiance of tyranny. mulling over the providers. As we're here right now, would you be willing to change product cases from this brand to that for one chance, just one chance, to grow your share and tell suppliers when they dictate product supply that they'll never take our freedom? I'm back at Whitfield United!
The cue was you were supposed to go wild, but if that's as good as you got on a Friday morning, I'll take it. Thank you. But that, you know, it's a great movie. You know, we can all relate to that position, right? When you're up against it, when you're up against your competitors, they're throwing everything they got at it, you feel overwhelmed. You got to reach down deep. A lot like this little game that's going to be played on Sunday, and one of the teams happens to be my favorite team, who just sneaked in. How did they get in there? They flipped it. They went back to old school. 2 backs, 2 tight end sets, and they ran the ball, right? Talking about the Patriots. And sometimes, when you need to be successful and you're up against it, sometimes what's old is new, right? So we base our go-to-market strategy on keeping a lot of proven products registered so that your farmers, your customers, have those to depend upon when the going gets tough. Now, corn rootworm, for those of you that do know us, you know a lot of our portfolio is the corn rootworm market. Corn rootworm is supposed to be coming back. We'll see, but when it does, that's the kind of proven chemistry that you need to have success. We've been very active not only in small company acquisitions, but in product acquisitions as well. Most recently, we acquired the Assure 2 brand from Corteva. We're very excited about that, and our license that we acquired is going to allow our FOP to go in combination with Enlist. So as that plays out, that's going to be a new segment and a new opportunity for us. But once we get these products, we just don't stop and keep them registered and brand them. We now have access to that chemistry. And through our formulations group and our research and development, we put those into unique, value-added, differentiated formulations in mixtures. We've got a couple of new post-corn herbicides, details to be coming in the next year that are going to be coming out, at least 1 new pre-soybean herbicide, and a new soil insecticide, Index, which is an OP combination. And a lot of people said that you couldn't register a new OP. Well, we did. And that OP happens to be liquid, and that OP happens to work as well as the granule OPs, and that OP happens to be fertilizer compatible. So we're doing some test marking with that, working out the final kinks, and we're excited about sharing that with you in the future. Corn is the biggest percentage of our portfolio in the US. You know us from our granular and soil insecticides with Index coming. We've added over the last couple of years our Impact and Impact Z post grass broadleaf control herbicide to have more support for you in that arena, In soybeans, we're growing as well with the Assure 2 product, as well as our brand of Paraquat and Acropolis, which is a really neat, unique premix fungicide for frog eye leaf spot. And of course, old tried and true Scepter that has its fits and niches, but as weed shifts occur, you're going to be seeing that play out in some different offerings in the future. Tree fruits and vegetables, probably not a lot of representation here. Big part of our portfolio, we've been growing there. Potatoes, we're the largest supplier of fumigants and nematicides in the potato market. Tough market. You got to be a street fighter to succeed there, and we've recently added our brand of Oxamil nematicide, Return XL. And in cotton, really important part of our portfolio with more tried and true chemistry. It's one thing to have chemistry, but as I said in the beginning, we have 4 plants throughout the United States, strategically located, that we own, that have the versatility to accommodate this new chemistry that we're getting to make sure we're keeping you supplied. So, from the tried and true to the new, right? So here we are, a company that's keeping OPs registered and selling those, and now fast forward to the Star Wars, SIMPAS. So you know us as the providers of Lock and Load and SmartBox, and those have been really good to make granular soil insecticides safer, more convenient with closed systems. But it's kind of like the flip phone, right? When we first got our flip phones, we were excited just to be able to not have to stop at the phone booth we usually stop at and make a call, and that was very convenient. Well, SIMPAS is kind of like the iPhone 10. SIMPAS stands for Smart Integrated Multi-Product Prescription Application System. And what this is there's a lot of technology. This is patented by AMVAC, and it starts with the row. And on that row, it's based on an inkjet cartridge principle. And in the same real estate where a granular box today, a smart box sits, you can have right now 3, eventually in the future more, cartridges, what we're calling smart cartridges, each containing a different product. An insecticide, for example, a nematicide, a biological, a micronutrient. And we've built these so that they can contain either liquid or dry. And if you've got a 24-row planter, based on the capacity and the average bulk density of what we anticipate going in these, you can do about 240 acres in a day. It's a totally closed system. It's prescriptive application, which for you as retailers, as you're looking for a way to differentiate yourself from your competition, you can practice the 4 R's, right? The right product at the right rate in the right place at the right time. Now, I know most of you are probably doing prescription for fertility, but eventually, as you work with your farmers and you map out those areas where there might be a disease problem, where there might be a nematode problem, you can map that out. It feeds into the system through GPS. The planter goes over the field. It knows when to turn it on and off. The containers are refillable. They're RFID tags, so when they go out, they're scanned. When they come back, they're scanned. The retailer will know what was in them, how much was used, and the farmer only pays for how much was used. And based on some market research that we've done, they think that has value. It also keeps for him as applied field records. So as that starts to intensify, this is going to be a tool that will help him do it. And because of the RFID tag, the container is totally traceable. And we're working with other companies, some of our competitors right now, to talk to them. It's going to be an open platform system where we will license to them that if they want to put one of their chemistry in this smart cartridge, we'll work with them. This is just a schematic representation of what SIMPAS does. So for example, if the red area in the field is where they have a fungus problem, as the planter's rolling through the field, it'll get that prescription sent down through GPS. It'll turn on each row as it gets to that spot designated. Or if they get into the yellow row and he's got a micronutrient deficiency, it can deliver that. Or in the green row, if he has a nematode situation, it'll turn on that way. This was the prototype that we demonstrated this past year at the Farm Progress Show. We call this the rainbow planter, right? So it's got every kind of planter, almost every kind of planter set up on there. So the SIMPAS system will be able to accommodate every planter type, and again, liquid and dry application. So we're pretty excited about that. Stay tuned. We successfully applied 5,000 acres with counter this year. Great results within 1% to 2% accuracy at 10 miles an hour. So this is working with today's environment where farmers want to go. Our first products that we're going to be launching in 20 will be counter, Aztec, and a soil-applied fungicide with lots more in the pipeline. Pretty exciting. So stay tuned for that. We're very retail-focused. We're small, right? So we depend upon the Winfield United group to get our sales and to service our customers. And we do this. We've got Mike Lehman here, who's our account manager. Mike is dedicated 100% to calling on Winfield headquarters. And then we've got about 35, 40 sales tech service people in the field that work with our retail locations. We also have an inside support sales staff that backs up our people. We do targeted emailing and communications campaigns around there. Last year, we launched the Buy Two, Save Three campaign, so that if you buy 2 of our products, one of our impacts and one of our, soil insecticides, put those together, the farmer can get a $3 rebate. And in today's environment of tight economics, that helps him out. Integrated channel communications, all of the advertising has been revamped to deal with the mood and the issues that the farmer is dealing with today, and supports our position as being a street fighter. And all of our advertising is targeted, geo-targeted around those retailers that are supporting us. We're pretty excited to to be launching all of these new campaigns across the board for all of our brands. We've revamped our website with a tool on it now so that they can find a retailer, find a sales rep, all of the labels, literature, everything's been updated. So, in summary, how do we bring the fight? We're defending the products your customers need. We're building the products of the future that your customers will need. We're providing a reliable supply because of our manufacturing once they know they need those. Integrated channel communications to support the Winfield United network, and soon SimPass to take a value-added concept to you to another level where you can get the business. So that's how we bring the fight to the field. I'd like to thank Winfield United and Brett for giving us the opportunity to be here. Great conference, great facility. We look forward to working with Winfield United and all of the retailers that are here in 2019 for a great year. Thanks very much.